welcome sight in the starting lineup for those filling up Castle Coliseum as we speak. Goes inside to Kitley, turnaround, and she drops home the first. You're wearing that sleeve on that right leg, but again, both of them heavily involved in shoot-around earlier today. Both of their names in the starting lineup tonight. Kitley showing her range. She's good on her double if you haven't been around the ACC in recent days.
13 double-doubles on this season.
That includes, when you talk about her overall point production, 22+ every time she hits the floor on average. Boy, what a move down the right side as this is laid home. Finished off by Tonie Morgan into the thick of ACC play.
Two hot teams. They've won 8 out of 11. Virginia Tech's won 9 out of 11.
And Virginia Tech trying to run the Castle Coliseum streak to 21 overall, 13 consecutive in the ACC. That's just how kind this place has been. This shot kind goes down for
on the flats.
Been her identity for a long time. Whether you talk about Auburn, whether you talk about Purdue, or the Olympic impact she's had, you know they're going to play strong defense. Dumps this off to Winslow down the right side. She'll lay it home off the glass.
The redshirt freshman. She finds a way to make plays in every game.
Had her first career start versus the Tigers as they tried to find enough bodies to make it work, and she's followed that up. He said, "It's the way she's built. You let her play the game the way she's built," and that's certainly working out very well in the first period tonight. Straight up defensively. 13-4 start for Virginia Tech, and this may serve to quiet things momentarily.
Nice alert play after Amoore missed the layup. She's at the basket, so she's not back on defense. But you know where she is?
She's back on offense.
Yes, she is.
There's a 3 ball. Said one thing she wanted, play harder, attack. Well, coming out trying to do that tonight, but running into a hot shooting Virginia Tech team. 7 of 10 from the floor to begin for Virginia Tech.
Yeah, a beautiful screen and a wonderful pass by Matilda Eck in perfect timing.
Well, perfect is a nice word to use as this is swatted away.
You know, with a lot of tough matchups, but you can erase the mistake. And Kitley at 6'6".
Able to work through all of that, quiet the crowd momentarily as Morgan lays this off. That's exactly what Kitley is from the floor so far. 5 for 5 her start. Season open teammate here, and this is going to stay out top. Guess who's there? Make it 6 of 6 on average per night. She already has 12 and 3 rebounds in this contest. They go inside to Kitley again. Her turnaround falls. A beautiful fadeaway.
Yeah, she really has. And Georgia Tech's done an interesting thing now. Rather than match size, they've gone with a smaller lineup.
Turnaround. Everything being put up falls. I'm going to say it again. Let's use that number 11. 11 field goals in 15 tries for the Hokies to this juncture. Perhaps that will help put the pause button.
Yeah, you can't go under that ball screen with her.
A native of Lithuania, one of the many international players on this group. But Amoore reminds everybody she's back in the lineup tonight. You get that tonight. Georgia versus Georgia Tech. You don't always get that without the block G,
we
right?
Needed that.
But Virginia Tech has it in terms of Amoore. How about this move to find enough of a window to score for Morgan again? Tonie Morgan.
Yeah, she's scoring all her points in the paint and really doing a great job of beating whoever guards her off the dribble.
Leads the Jackets with 4 and shows her defensive ability here as well. Just swats that away as the departure of Strack ends up working Baker into the lineup. Just ahead of the horn. Bottle it up and sell it.
Yeah.
This team starting 13 of 18 from the floor out to a 28-13 advantage. But you get a glimpse, a little window there, Coach, into just goes to the interior. Now kicked back out to Morgan. She'll find the ability to weave down the left side of the lane, and she's got the and one coming to try to knock 3 up on the board the old-fashioned way. Kicks this out top. Also zip pass inside. Fighting for every inch of real estate. Just outside the lane, and in the end, winning the battle. So Wake Forest connection strong. You think about the family connections, obviously, for Kitley. Had outstanding ACC athletes. What a find it was to go to Winston-Salem and come away with her.
Yeah, you can't give her any space at all. That's how good a shooter she is.
Yeah, and that's her prime space, prime real estate. This is for Eck.
Amoore pushes it, didn't have any help.
Somehow weaves through traffic. Still finds a window in which to shoot, and it rattles home. Eye on it. It's worth another glance at what Amoore did just to get open, much less finishing with the score.
I want you to do
for more for this Hokies squad that is reminding everybody in the ACC tonight just how deadly they can be when everybody's on the floor. Nice little look, and the finish just as true. The list of 5, they certainly find their names there. Just over 4 minutes to play. Hokies, workmanlike effort. And a good night already for Strack.
just a freshman, and she is going to be another special post player.
Well, plenty to be pleased with on this possession. This is a team that was hungry, so they weren't going to allow that to happen again, and the recent returns in the ACC indicating just how much they've grown up. Here's a 3-ball from Baker.
If you're a Virginia Tech fan.
Suffering, of course, out of Charlotte, connecting with a Connecticut native. 18 field goals in 28 tries in this first half for Virginia Tech.
Termes with the three-point shot right there. Kitley didn't get out on her. We told you Termes is a real shooting threat and playing much better lately.
19 in this first half alone. Remember, she's coming off of the latest of the 30-point games, trending that direction again. They feed it to the interior, and the lead suddenly just 7. What a bite the Jackets have taken out of this lead late in the half. Here's Amoore, baseline, lays it in from the other side. Everything working for Amoore. Amoore at the horn. It is the exclamation point on a tremendous shooting half.
She splits the defenders, has the presence of mind to know the time, the score, and concentrate on the rim. Georgia Amoore is special. She's probably the most physical defender for Kitley down low.
Juan Adenaz is one of the Spaniards on this squad. Everybody watching as Amoore tickles the twine.
Defensively and offensively, and running the floor in transition, pushing the basketball down the floor.
Absent Blackshear, going to be the combo of she and Dunn needed.
So hard to stay in front of the Yellow Jackets. They have so many people who can beat you off the dribble.
Interior, Kitley, enough of a window to shoot, and she's got up over 20 now by knocking home. And now number 5, here's Morgan up the floor with it. Here's Dunn, top of the key. Looking inside, that one is cleanly blocked. Tie up on this end. Here's the inbound. A quick inbound to Morgan. The shot just will not go down. Jackets were hanging around at the half, still right there around single digits, despite the hot shooting first half for Virginia Tech, and a much-needed bucket. Come together, gel as a unit. They saw the home locations, got to eat some of the favorite foods of a number of the players on this squad. Nothing like that for a young team to develop chemistry to get your legs underneath you if you're Georgia Tech.
Yeah, 0 for 8. What's the answer? Make a couple.
Amoore down the lane. She will answer by laying it off the glass. Everybody here in Blacksburg, what a duo they are for the Hokies. Augustinida drops it right through the net. It seems to be no worse for the wear after we saw her a little bit, like we said, kind of gingerly working to the sideline earlier. She's in double figures with 12. You know where Liz Kitley is. More than one body on Kitley. She somehow dribbles away and finds an open side of the rim from which to lay it home. Top of the key, 10 to shoot. Dunn goes down the lanes. 14 points to lead the way alongside the 12 of Augustinida for Georgia Tech. You get the sense the run has to start now.
From Coach Fortner on the bench with that right-hand dribble, she got all the way to the rim in a hurry.
She has 16, also pulling down a trio of rebounds. Just the one assist for Morgan. Amoore with 18, just 5 to shoot on this possession. Amoore will make it 21. Her third 3 has been equal to the task.
Shot clock, game clock, it doesn't matter to Georgia Amoore. But she better get a hand up on all Augustinida.
Greeted by her teammates, back into the hands of Amoore. By the way, double-double already with the 11 assists for Amoore. And she keeps adding to that total, and the finish this time is provided by Eck.
An absolute pleasure, and happy to have you with us here on the network. Down the lane, wide open spaces, but closing quickly is Kitley. Down the left side, and here's Amoore, and she drains this.
Baseline dribble. Amoore relocates.
And the splits are as impressive as well. This is a team that has just put the margins together like you're seeing tonight when they're in this building. Having shown up once more, and they're on the verge of running the streak to 13 ACC games and 21 overall contests in a row, one in this facility. One of the main reasons that's the case.
That makes a lot of people want to come out to Castle, and season tickets were sold out this year for the women, and they've had a couple sellouts already.
In ACC games in this facility on average this season.
Yeah, that's amazing. Augusta United tried to cut into that margin the last time down, but the answer from Olivia
Samuel's three, one of the reasons for that. Here's one more glance at it.
Yeah, and one more assist for Georgia Amoore.
And I know what you're keeping an eye on with 77 going up on the board.
Yeah, I think it is bow time.
Yeah, certainly going to be a biscuit in the future of the fans who...
Yeah, and good execution again on the out-of-bounds play. Got a wide open look from Carly Wenzel.
Morgan puts this on the floor. She'll find a way to drive that down.
She's been so good.
You got to remember, this is a night in which Georgia Tech, toward the end of the half, lost Blackshear. You think about her impact, Blackshear's impact, and Dunn, and what that trio is supposed to be along the way in that contest as she sees action again.
Yeah, had played extended minutes since shot by Johnson. Played extended minutes because Amoore wasn't available.
It's a night in which Virginia Tech shot the lights out in the first half and then pulled away in this fourth quarter, and that trend continued. 2 and change to play. Wenzel suffering as that is swatted away.
But in amongst the trees, she didn't.
Sent right back to Eck. Trying to work baseline. Able to do so. Strong off the glass for Strack. What this evening has been. It is a reminder, and certainly something, you know, Coach Brooks and his staff want to let sink in, what happens when all hands are on deck. And how much maturity there's going to be from one game to the next, from one season to the next for the likes of Dunn and Morgan, as we've documented for sure.
Yeah, and if you can have a lot of players coming back that contribute, that's really important to the continuity. And then the
kind of somewhat quietly, as it's in Morgan's hands, she has put together that career night and will add to it as she goes down the lane. You know, you look up, that will be critical in late January and early February. Virginia Tech has a win to build on. It goes final at 87-69.